Mitford, welcome back to InvestorStream again. We last spoke over a year ago, and in that interview you delved into the permitting process for surface mining. More than 12 months on, can you provide us with some insight into how that has progressed in that time and what's ahead of you now?
Yeah, so we looked at the open cast project initially, and right from the start we started looking at the underground opportunities. So quite early on, about last year this time, we realized that economically and permit-wise, the underground opportunities are just much better. Higher grade, easy access, and the cost very similar to the open cast. So we actually moved away from the open cast project into sort of put it in the back burner and started the process to get permits for the underground project. So that's where we are. It's a change of strategy for economic and practical reasons, and it's making good progress at the moment.
Thanks, Mitford. So what have been the key challenges for you to deal with during this process?
Look, I wouldn't say it's challenges. I mean, we have to follow the process, the South African process of permitting, and the important thing about that is to do quality work internally. So when you submit applications, in a way, if you do it in the right way, you already have pre-approval. We do a lot of stakeholder engagement. We have a team of highly professional experts that does the work. So the quality that goes into the authorities is to a standard that you're going to get the approval. You just need to follow the timelines. And we do the stakeholder engagements. We involve, for instance, community leadership, who's going to be probably one of the biggest beneficiaries of what we're going to do. It's a process. I wouldn't say it's a challenge. It's just you need to put the right effort in to know that you're going to get those approvals at the right time.
Thanks, Mitford. Now, from a permitting perspective, what are the key differences between open cut and underground, and what prompted the company to pursue underground?
So what we have is multiple adits going into the mountains to these underground mines. They've been pre-developed. These mines started in the late 1800s already. So we're privileged to have all this access and pre-development, and that's what makes it economically viable. We don't have to go and sink shafts or start development from scratch. We basically go in where the old timers created the access. What's interesting, in those days, they mined at a pay limit of about 18 grams a ton. So that's why we have the pre-development. We just have to go in. These phases have been established already. The ground conditions are and therefore we basically just have to make safe and start mining. The difference between the underground and the open cast is really open cast, for obvious reasons, have much bigger environmental impact. So underground is something totally different. The major issues around underground is how you manage the underground water. For that, we have all the right solutions, but it doesn't have the surface impact that open cast has. So therefore, it's a much less risk environmentally and approval-wise than what the open cast was. We're not walking away from the open cast. We will get back to that at the right time as we create more plant and tailings capacity. But economically, it's just better to follow the underground projects now.
Thanks, Mitford. Really appreciate your time today and all the best.
Thanks, Alex.